I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Speaking of the Eagles, they lost.
Shut up. Okay.
They scored 10 points.
Well,
just as much as the Colts,
Arizona
who
Cardinals
are tanking. Just as much as the Bears, who are tanking. Just as much as Washington, led by Wentz. Just as much as the Rams, led by Mayfield. 10 points. You want to talk about that?
I'm good, thank you. This game, I don't like this. As Eagles fans, we're spoiled, I think, because this, at least for this year, we're not spoiled any time else, because we have a miserable team in which our luck is always so bad. But this year we got spoiled, and you can't say otherwise. So to have an actual loss, I don't know. I feel like this is I don't know. This is next to the Washington game as the worst loss. I guess there's only one other one, and that would be the Cowboys. But I don't know. I just feel like we should have won this game. And the fact that the first round, or the Saints' first round, also was on top of this, and we were fighting for a first round bye, I just wanted the stress to be over. I didn't want it to be against the Giants. I was like, okay, I don't mind losing to the Cowboys because, we're not expected to beat the Cowboys with Minshew. Cowboys have a top 20 defense in this league. And, we weren't expected to do anything against that defense. But the Saints, come on. It's yeah, sure, they're playing for the playoffs, but they're 6-9. Come on. Andy Dalton, you really going to allow Andy Dalton to score or to have 11 straight completions? 13, I think it was? 12? Anything over 10 is bad, okay? I knew it was over 10. Or I know it's over 10. But just, I don't know. If you're starting Minshew and you're not running the ball, I don't care how good that defense, the Saints defense is, their run defense is. You run the fucking ball when you have Minshew and you win. The defense played really, really well because they only allowed 13 points, and that one pick was because of Minshew fucking moron. Minshew moronism. I like that word. I want to start using that word more. Another Caleb vocabulary word, but the defense only allowed 13 points, and it was only that first drive that lasted 9 minutes, 10 minutes, which was horrific. But besides that drive, I guess they did get it going throughout the second half as well, but we were able to stall them and only allow them to have 3 points, and it was short field as well. I'm not too worried about the defense. And I know it's against Andy Dalton, and we got destroyed against the Cowboys. I'm happy with that they're see the first drive that the offense does and then kind of adjust to it, because I feel like they've been doing that a lot throughout this year, where they allow a team to drive down and have a flawless drive and then kind of stop them throughout the rest of the game. So I'm not too worried about the defense. It's just the injuries that I'm worried about in that secondary. Because they did allow Andy Dalton to get 10 plus completions in a row, which shouldn't happen. But I hope Maddox can come back and Johnson can come back. Both Johnsons can come back. We're just getting the injury plague here late in the season, which is not the ideal time when heading into the playoffs and when you have the first round bye on the line. But I don't know. I wish that the Eagles didn't leave it up to the last possible second to clinch, because I just want them to clinch. That's a really long rant. I'm done.
No, that was everything you needed to say. I think you covered it all.
Yeah.
Because there was the injury bug that I feel has gone a little swept under the rug by the media.
Yeah.
So, it's a bad time in the season for it to happen, but I do have faith that playoffs will be fine, Personally, I feel like the Eagles have had a pretty good clean sheet as far as injury report goes throughout the season, so they just kind of got used to that. Depth didn't get a lot of minutes, but now they are getting the minutes. So I feel like by the time of playoffs, I think, they'll be better. I think Jalen Hurts will be back at least by playoffs, so that's the most important part of the puzzle. I think Sirianni doesn't get enough credit overall, but this was a really bad game. He should still win Coach of the Year, and the Eagles should be very lucky to have him, but this was not a good play calling game from the offensive master, as I like to call him.
Yeah, that's what I was most disappointed in, is the lack of play calling from Nick Sirianni. It's just poor play calling. Like, I feel like the playbook was still structured around Jalen Hurts, very much so, and not structured so much around Minshew, which a good coach would. I know it's very difficult to make plays up, but like have at least somewhat of a structure for your backup quarterback who may like play, or at least have some plays that fit his style, and not just Jalen Hurts, because there are still a lot of RPOs, and the reason why we got stopped on the run so many times is because Minshew's not an RPO kind of guy. No one's expecting him to like fucking take the ball and run with it, but they're still doing RPOs where he had the option to run, and
he would at points. There was a couple of plays where I'm like, Minshew, you just got to throw it away, man. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's like an error on Nick Sirianni's part. Like, you have to structure at least a little bit for your backup guys, and to have a few plays in case something like this happens where your star quarterback is out for a couple games.
Worked against the Cowboys, but can't expect it to happen all the time, you know?
Yeah, and last thing I'll say with Lane Johnson, when he's not playing, we're 9-21. When he is playing, we're 55-20.
Jason Kelce did give that warning beforehand. He's like, people don't give him enough credit, and we are worse without him. Just like he plainly said that before the game. And I was like, wow, that's really good. It's not just like a next man up mentality, which a lot of people do. And I think that's the right thing to do overall, because it gives you like depth, like confidence boost and like the adrenaline. But Jason Kelce was just like, yeah, we're fucked. I thought it was like, you know, sticking up for his boy. I appreciate that.
Hopefully he can come back. But yeah, I love that, and that's why I love Jason Kelce. Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants.
Got the Eagles. Get that number 1 seed.
Yes.
Get it.
Sir. This is really good because the Giants, they already clinched the playoffs. They have nothing to be playing for. Like, they can't get a better seed because it's like basically they can't get the division because it's basically first the Cowboys and the Eagles at that point. So they literally can't proceed any better than what they are. So Giants, I swear to fucking God, if you fucking make this difficult for me, I'm going to have a bounty on your guys' mascot.
Did you know there's still a chance the Cowboys could get the number 1 seed?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
It's a 1% chance according to playoffstatus.com.
Eagles have a 77% chance, damn.
Not bad.
Interesting.
Yes, Giants are locked into the 6th spot, meaning who would they play? They'll play the 3rd seed, which is looking to be the Vikings. That would be a terrible quarterback matchup, but
at least 5 interceptions combined.
But it's good that at least one of them are guaranteed to get eliminated. I am on the wrong spreadsheet. Let's talk about the Eagles. Eagles, they have, I think even Giants playing full force, Eagles are favored.
I agree.
I think even Hurts playing limited. I would still say Eagles favored because I think the Giants are good, well coached, all that. Eagles overall better. Even after their Saints loss, I think they'll put it together.
Yeah, I just think I want that bye just because we have some players injured right now, and I want them to rest and get healthy for that push. Because we need Johnson back. We need Hurts to be full forced. But I feel like this is the perfect situation for the Eagles, honestly. I was mad about us losing to the Saints, obviously, but honestly, I'm not too mad because it allows us to play, and I think that we can beat the Giants. And so we actually have something to play for, so we're going to actually be playing our starters. So that we're not going to rest our starters, and they'll at least get some active time in the next 2 weeks, you know?
Amen.
That's all I got to say.
Wow. What do you know?